Guten Morgen. The clues in the welcome. So, Guten Morgen from a services in Rastatt, which is in between Strasbourg and Baden-Baden. So, I'm on the edge of the Black Forest. I found 3 park-ups, a campsite, which looks very, very promising. And then there's 2 park-ups in these hills here. So I'm going to go and check those out. It's 11 o'clock. I thought I'd stop at these services to try and get some milk. Nobody sells milk. So I'm going to have to find a supermarket, or I don't know what the German is for supermarket. Anyway, it's a short video to tell you I'm in Germany. Okay, right, now I've got to find some milk. I went out to find some milk last night, but I couldn't be bothered to walk the 24 minutes to Carrefour because I'd forgotten while I was in Strasbourg. And the only place I could find was a little Polish place that well, they don't drink fresh milk. That's UHT. So I have got a substitute UHT milk. So we might try it, you never know. But yeah, I'm in a lorry park. There's a garage there. Notice the fuel prices, although I don't need any fuel. The fuel prices in Germany in this particular place is 2.5 cents per litre. €2.50. That is unbelievable. Come on, Trumpy Trump Trump. Admit defeat and pull out. Guten Morgen. I'm quite proud of myself for that. Anyway, we are here. Thank you. We are here in a place called Forbach, which is just in the northern tip of the Black Forest. Let me spin this round. Now, this is a campsite, but it's on the side of a road. But it's a quiet, I'm basically on a very quiet mountain road in southwest Germany, in a Stellplatz. There's a Fuso here, 4-wheel drive, lovely. That looks amazing. I've just met the proprietor. He welcomed me. His name is Bjorn. Lovely. He's doing some winter maintenance on his place here. But this is amazing. I'm assured it's quiet. I'm not a million miles from the local facilities. So restaurants and the town. Forbach. I'll drop a What 3 Words. It's a railway tunnel there. I mean, I've been here 20 minutes and I haven't heard, there hasn't been one vehicle go by. The road up here is, you know, it's a mountain pass basically, and I felt pretty comfortable with it. Looks like a sheep farmer up there with his dog. But this is amazing. There's a stream or a river down there. And once the clouds clear, hopefully they will, we should get a better view. But I'm back in the Black Forest. It's a bit of a detour. I'm probably about 80 kilometres from, where have I just been? Strasbourg. No tolls, straight in. And about the last 20 kilometres I've been mountain pass, but it's been quiet. You know, there's only vehicles coming in the opposite direction. I'm booked in for one night only. Lovely peg tiles. You can order bread and other condiments for the morning. That's your water. That silver box there is the electric. I am going to hook up because I might as well. I've just spent 2 nights without any electric, so it wouldn't hurt to just plumb it back in. It's cold. It's definitely, we're definitely at an elevation. It's definitely colder, but this is it, mate. This is absolutely wonderful. I found it on Park for Night. So here we are, Black Forest. Guten Abend. I have to polish up on my German. Beautiful. Okay, later. Anyway, what a gem. I've walked from the van, just see it in the background there, just under those houses, and I've come through this pass which is shut to the public, but it's fantastic. I mean, it's not impassable, it's just not meant for vehicles, and as you can tell, it's been closed to vehicles for many, many years. This is a cobbled road, and it's closed because of that rock formation being unstable. But I've been here a couple of hours now. I haven't seen a train. That, I would say, is the new path into the area instead of this old one. It's very quiet. It looks pretty much built up, but it isn't. I mean, I've seen one dog walker. No vehicles are coming up this way. You know, even the vehicles going across that, I'm going to call it a viaduct, has been more or less non-existent. What a fabulous place. And I'm going to spend the night here, just one night, because it would be rude to come into Germany, especially this part of Germany, and not actually get into some kind of part of the Black Forest. Awesome. I mean, I didn't see the dog walker come back, but she would have had to climb across the wall. I mean, now I'm looking, it's pretty ominous. That's a pretty impressive viaduct. Box section concrete and piers. What a place. What a find. And obviously there are rocks falling. So it'll just be my luck I haven't got my hard hat on. Wonderful. And as you can see, they don't want you in here or to get out. Not that there's much from that way. I mean, I'm not going to attempt to get round there because there is a drop. I mean, I could do that. Wonderful. Oh. Let's take that in. Should have brought my binoculars. I mean, I did bring them, but I didn't bring them from the van. But I bet you this is lovely at dusk. Bet there's loads of bats. Anyway, auf Wiedersehen. Oh. I've come down to the river now. That's where Big Eddie is, at the top there. And this is like the river bends round. River bends round here. Sorry. Yes, lovely. It's quite relaxing. Shame I'm not in a relaxing mood because I'm absolutely beat. Oh. It's a freer. Okay. Well, I've come down there, round there. That's the railway track. So I was above that, come through the no-go zone, right round to the end of the viaduct, walked halfway across the viaduct, down some steps, then I've come this side. So I'm going to go back up to the steps and I'm going to investigate round there because there is an old viaduct here somewhere, the original. And I'm finding it. Okay, I'll see you over there somewhere. I don't know what good afternoon is in German, so I won't bother. But I've found what I've come to look for. And pretty disappointingly, it's being repaired, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not critical. I'm only critical of my timing. Anyway, we are looking at the Holzbrücke wooden bridge, which is a self-supporting wooden cantilever bridge, which is covered. It's rare. Something I've only ever seen similar in Cambridge, but not on this scale. The wooden bridge that's self-supporting in Cambridge goes across the River Cam, and you can see it when you're punting. You know, and that's famous for having no nails. Yeah, but this is something else. I'll just give you a. So that's Forbach town. That's a magnificent church. And you've got the Black Forest in the background. And these really splendid buildings here. And unfortunately, the scaffolders are in. So it looks like they're finished and they might just be stripping it. But yes, so it's the longest self-supporting bridge in Europe. Built in 1778. It was built to facilitate logging and transportation and has stood for 200 years. 37 metres long, situated over the Murg Valley River. Black Forest, Baden-Württemberg. And it's known for its unique piece of engineering. Anyway, I suppose you want to have a look at it. I mean, I'm pretty impressed when it's covered in scaffold, but let's go have a closer look. I mean, the engineering to get the scaffolding up is pretty... And I wonder what they've been doing. There's lots of supports in there. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, for all you health and safety bods out there, this is not how to do it, by the way. Oh, they're putting new flooring up. They've put new decking in. Quick form scaffold. Oh, look at that little crane. Wow, that is definitely not how to do it. But you can see the actual construction of the bridge. So it's built in a way that it's not got a centre pier. So it's all cantilevered together. And the rarity is, it's got a roof on it. And this is the Murg River, apparently. But that crane is just literally on its support legs. Mental. Wouldn't get away with that in Hertfordshire. Anyway, they wouldn't spend the money that they're spending here, that is for sure. Excellent. So the plan was I walk this way down past the railway station, then across and then back up to go and see the viaduct. And it looks like they're being told off down there by a disgruntled local. There's definitely a woman there that shouldn't be there. But yeah, there's no temporary works there for that crane to be sat on that ground like that, on a slope, with significant weight, on top of a culvert. Must take a break. But it's amazing how we are probably a little bit too over cautious in our engineering. I mean, it's a lightweight crane, remotely operated as well. So the geezer with the helmet on, he's operating that. There's nobody in the cab. So if it was to topple over, he wouldn't get hurt. Mental. But to say I'm disappointed is an understatement, because I really wanted to have a look at that. I might drop a picture in of the actual bridge from the Google search. Yeah. So I'm going to have to walk up the hill now. Built 1778, spans 70 metres, 37 metres. And it's for light traffic and pedestrians. Just looking to see if I can get under it, but I don't think I can. Next stop, the viaduct. Well, I made it across. Well, I don't know if you can see. I should have took a video further back. Anyway, I've come down them steps, all the way across there, built a raft, came across the rampant torrent, and then climbed up this side. Yeah, could only get so far. Then I had to abseil down, and no, I just turned my jumper inside out so I didn't pucker my jacket, and then walked across the. It is a viaduct, and it's a lot longer than I anticipated. It actually goes. So this is the high point, yeah, which I thought was the end of the bridge, but it isn't. This is just the high point of the natural ground, because that pier is very much smaller than those piers. So actually it dips down again into another trough. I'm just now looking for the original viaduct, which was built in 1945, which is after the war. I think. I've got to do more research. Anyway, this particular bridge was built in 2005, hence being 25 years, 20 years old? 20 years old. It's in pretty good condition still. And I've got my reasons why, and people that know me know. We use far too much salt on the roads, and the Germans, the Swiss, the French, anybody else that knows, use grit. It's not as corrosive. So the river Mulls splits into two here. I'm not going to walk any further that way, I don't think, because I wanted to get to the high point on the other side. No, let's go. Anyway, it's lovely. The weather's come out nice. Like I say, I've had to put my hoodie over my jacket because of the brambles. And it's a relatively new jacket, and I don't want to puncture repair it. I think that noise is a train, which would be the first that I've seen. What a place. Well, I can say, when I do go back to the UK, I should be substantially fitter than I was when I arrived. Got some rocks here. Now, when I visited Germany in 2018, we went to the Berghof, which was Hitler's home, his retreat, his mountain retreat. We actually went to the Eagle's Nest, but you can actually So the RAF bombed it and they destroyed the Burkhoff, they destroyed all the other houses, but they left 2 or 3 other significant buildings. And in 2018 we went, and fascinating. The bunker system is still intact. You can actually get in them and explore, which I did try to do, but I was on my own again and didn't really want to, and plus I was on a schedule. I had to get back. But that was fascinating and something I'd highly recommend. They've built an Salzburg museum up there since then, so that's well worth a look. And yeah, the old barracks, which is now a hotel, and I believe it was so basically they destroyed everything that was built by the Nazis, and then if there was any buildings left that were there before 1933, 32, then subsequently they got left. But we're down by the river now, so it splits in 2, but I still, for the life of me, can't find the original viaduct. Wonderful. I think it's the other side. I should have probably, because I don't think I can walk along the river, not in these high heels. Especially not holding a camera. Okay. Bye for now. I'm going in. Guten Morgen. So my time in Forbach, which I'm actually staying in a place called Gausbach, but it's been formed as part of Forbach since 1974, because, and let me show you, the old route out of Forbach towards the French border, this is the original route. Well, this has been shut for 20 odd years, and the new viaduct built. So this would have been the old route out through and round where I walked yesterday, would have been the main road out. Now, during the last parts of the Second World War, when the US troops were advancing, the German troops blew up all the bridges here, and then obviously left the place. I think they blew up 3 bridges here, and obviously it's left the community in the state until around, well, the railway even wasn't back up and running until late 47. So they retreated, the troops advanced, and I think the American troops rebuilt the viaduct round Gorsbach. I think I've said that right. And I don't think I'm heading that way, but if I am, I will stop. So that's basically, there was a lot of trouble here. The Americans liberated it, then handed it back to the French. And like Strasbourg, there was a lot of French retaliation to the locals that remained here. So I'll let your imagination run wild with that. But it wasn't nice. And these are atrocities that you know we don't hear of. And why should we, really? So that's my time here. I've just paid up €19 to a guy called Bjorn. Bjorn Dietra. That's a beagle that doesn't like me. It's been absolutely great. It's been a lovely spot. Very, very quiet. Now that mountain dog has been barking all night. There's 2 of them up there. 3. Now they obviously look after those goats there. 4, there's another one coming. Anyway, they woke me up during the night numerous times with barking. So thanks for that, guys. So I'm setting off now to head towards Saarbrücken. So I've got to go back into France and then head to a little place in Saarbrücken. But I might stop at this viaduct on the way out. I did try and walk it yesterday, but I've done a lot of walking yesterday. So I even ended up down there. There's a little beach down there. But lovely little place. Now this place is a tourist destination, and it's got, I think, 5 or 6 hikes of different levels and mountain bike trails at different levels. So well worth a visit. Forbach, I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but part of Galbach. Tiny. I mean, there must only be 1,000 residents, if that. But it's right on the tip of the Black Forest. And if you look it up, it's got quite a significant history. Its main industry is mining, or it was, and goats and goat dogs. Okay, that's me done. Heading back into France to get back into Germany instead of going all the way around. Yes, so slowly heading my way home. Auf Wiedersehen.